Hey guys, so today's video topic was recommended by a guy named Eric. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate your pitching in with this. So, if you're human, you're gonna make mistakes. And some mistakes are gonna be, not really that bad, and others are gonna make you want to crawl into a hole and die. I've made, it doesn't matter how many things I've done right and how many things I've succeeded at, because I've made just as many mistakes as I have had success, if not more. And I'm my worst critic, if you want to know the truth. When I make these videos, for example, I cannot watch them. I cannot replay them because I know if I do, then I'm going to spend all day long trying to perfect one video, and I just don't have time to do that. So if I rewatch them, I know it's not going to get out there. So usually I'll do 2 or 3 takes, if not more, until I feel like I get one that's okay and that's it. I edit it on YouTube and that's it, but I do not watch it. Also, when I'm blogging, if I get, if someone sends me a message complaining or, just being really rude about something that I've written, often I will go back and look for whatever error that is they're talking about and I'll try to fix it. But not only do I do that, but do I kind of slam myself the whole time, and that's a habit you really don't want. You have to have some form of course, humility, but you can't just constantly hammer yourself because it is exhausting. Trust me, I know from experience, it is exhausting and it's not worth it. So what you need to do is learn from these mistakes after you get over the shock of making them, that is. So, for example, I recently made a pretty embarrassing mistake in my work, and I knew that I shouldn't have done it when I did. I knew that it wasn't gonna go down well, but I did it anyway, and I paid the price for that. And that is something that I didn't really want to admit, but I'm human, I make mistakes, I always will. And so I was pretty upset about making that mistake, but then I thought, okay, had I not made that mistake and that severe burn in the back of my mind, I might have made that mistake later on and in a place where there was a lot less room for error. With this, I can kind of bandage it and fix it. But in some other situations, I might not be able to do that. So it's better that I learn now and learn fast. And that's kind of how I've always had to do things. Learn hard and quickly, get it together, and just go. And so, being the kind of person that I am, I often am really, really hard on myself, especially when business and work comes in. I tend to be very critical. So it makes it a lot harder to be soft and forgiving to myself, so often I have to take a lesson from it rather than just drilling myself into oblivion. So what I took from that was, okay, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You knew it was stupid. You did it anyway. So now, every time you think about doing that again, remember how you feel right now. That's kind of what I did. And some mistakes are going to be really grueling. A friend of mine accidentally sent out something to his email list that he should never have sent, and he didn't even catch it in time, and by the time he did, everyone had already opened it. And it was really bad. It wasn't that what he sent was bad, it was where he got it that was bad. So he was not feeling too great about that. The lesson he took from it was don't be lazy. And there's a lesson to a lot of mistakes. I'm not going to say that a lot of them have a lesson, but most of them will. And honestly, a lot of what you're going to learn is going to come from mistakes. So my advice for this is go out, make mistakes, look like an idiot. As long as you're trying to learn and you're not trying to look like an idiot, then it's okay, because when a baby is learning to walk, it's going to fall down. It's going to trip, and, they don't really walk like adults do. So that's kind of like how I like to look at it. If you're new, you're starting out in something, even if you're not new, people still trip and fall down. It's how things work, and it's normal. So try to take a lesson from it, or some form of learning at all, and just try to hold on to what you were doing in the first place, and really sit back and think about why you made that mistake. And if you can, try to write it out and get it out of your system. I know that not everyone does that. I don't, but some people I know do. So just try to take some form of lesson from it, anything you can at all to make to make that, you know, at least worth something to you. And even if you can't think of anything, trust me, it will benefit you later. If you have any suggestions for me for future videos, please feel free to let me know. I appreciate any and all suggestions. Thanks for watching, and we'll speak soon.